our staff, there's not many of us, but they can definitely pull off some really incredible things. And it was completely worth it to see the excitement and surprise that our distributors had at convention. I think we shocked them. I think we pulled it off. And so that was worth it for us.
Hi, I'm Melissa.
And I'm Julie. We're lifelong friends and entrepreneurs who have spent the past 15 years building successful businesses. Yep, we've done the scary stuff in business and in life.
We created this podcast to empower and inspire women to be bold and courageous in their personal and professional journeys. Each week, we explore stories, insights, and practical tips to help you harness your knowledge and experiences to create and grow your business or improve your life. If you're ready to take action, or even if you're just dreaming about building the life you deserve, you've come to the right place.
Get ready to step out of your comfort zone as we celebrate bravery, share inspiring interviews, and offer the guidance you need to blossom into your fullest potential. Okay, friends, let's be brave together. This is the Brave Looks Good on You podcast. Hey y'all, today's episode is a conversation with the co-CEO of Topanga Scents, Erin Williams. This company was created by Seth Williams, Erin's brother-in-law, in 2017 with the intention of making an affordable luxury laundry line that would have lasting effects. Seth drew inspiration from Southern California, especially the Topanga Mountains, the area between the Malibu beaches and Santa Monica Mountains.
And what began as a luxury detergent quickly evolved into many more products, including a fabric spray, multi-purpose cleaner, goat's milk products, a kitchen line, an entire home scent line, and so much more. So let's dive right into the conversation with Erin.
We are so excited because we have a very special guest joining us once again. Erin was our very first guest on the podcast about 2 years ago. Can you believe that?
No. Wow.
I know. So we're so excited that she's back. So welcome, Erin, back to the show.
Well, thank y'all both for having me. I'm really excited to be here and get to talk to both of you today.
Yes, and we're really excited about you being here. And you know, I've said it to you and you get kind of embarrassed about it, but you are such an inspiration to me. You really are, as a business owner and all the things you've done, but also a friend. I know our listeners are going to love hearing from you and just a good catch up, because the last time we talked, you had shared your incredible story of how Seth Williams, your brother-in-law, started Topanga Scents right in his kitchen, and how you helped balance him at first with, had a full-time job, but you were trying to help him get his off the ground. You actually were the director of a rehab facility doing OT. And you really gave us a good behind-the-scenes look at the hard work and innovation, just all the things y'all had to dig in and do, that journey that was not easy of learning how to run this business from scratch. So inspirational, it really is. But so much has happened since then, so we want to hear all about it.
Yeah, Erin, let's play a little catch-up, okay? For those who missed our first episode together, can you give us a quick recap of how Topanga Scents began? We really do love this story of, basically starting a science project in your kitchen.
Yes. Well, Seth, my brother-in-law, he was introduced to luxury laundry products and just fell in love with it. But he was a high school principal at the time, and he does like all things research. And he decided he could figure out how to make that, and that he, make it for himself. And then eventually that led to family and friends wanting the products. And so he made it right there in his kitchen. He needed to open an online store just to help him keep track of everything. So he did that. After about 2 years, it was a little overwhelming, and he couldn't just do it by himself. And he came to his brother and I, and just kind of started talking to us probably about the end of 2018. I was already one of the family members using the products and telling others about the products because I felt they were just that, great. And I had people coming up to me all the time, especially in the nursing homes, asking what I was wearing. And so when he came to us, we were like, yes, we will help you out. So we brought the production out to our house at that time, and all worked full-time jobs while doing this in the evenings and weekends for about a year, while we were able to build a warehouse right here on family land. And after about a year, I finally was able to step away from my full-time job and make Topanga Scents my full-time career. And then 2020 happened. But honestly, that was a blessing as far as me being out here full-time, because our business did take off, really in 2020. So we just have been learning and growing from there. And now we have the warehouse here, but we also have land that we've purchased to build a bigger warehouse in the near future, just right down the road from us. So still close to home.
And Erin, I just want to say for anyone listening, you talk about like a self-made story, like just a good story of people that put in the work, and y'all still do. I mean, it's a never-ending process to own this kind of business, but just the heart of you all, I wish I could just capture that up and let all the listeners know just how much you care about the people that work for you all and just the distributors. And we're going to talk more about that too as we go. But I just want people to know that like you have a heart about you that is incredible. You and Seth both, and what you're wanting to do here and your mission is pretty awesome. So I'm excited to say work it did. And I love the story, and it's still being told. It's not over yet. And so let's fast forward to today. And Topanga Scents has come a long way. So we would love for you to tell us where the company is now and also how it evolved since the early days. And you kind of gave a little bit of that, but give some more specifics about how that changed, and throw in something really exciting that you were talking about before we hit record that we want to tell our listeners about too.
Okay, well, we do sell all across the country. We've been working really hard to grow and expand our geographical footprint. With Topanga Scents, we've launched new scents in the last 2 years, new product lines. We've also updated our compensation plan, which includes additional bonuses, fast start programs. We've been able to have new hires, but probably, well, there's few exciting things that have happened as well. One, I know we're going to dive into a little bit more, is our rebranding. We've been able to rebrand our whole entire line of products. And then we've also upgraded our customer shopping experience with a new website.
Yes.
And then we've also are actually working with a marketing firm and have a celebrity that we are working with over this next year to help grow our name and our brand across the United States. So that's something that's really exciting that has happened all within this past year.
Yes.
That's exciting. Erin, can you share the celebrity here with us? I'm dying to know.
Yes. So Howie Mandel actually is the celebrity that we are paired with. And, when we first were approached with this marketing firm, we thought maybe, okay, is this real? Is this a joke? But Seth and I quickly realized, no, it's not. It's a real thing. And, it was really a humbling process because it wasn't an easy decision on our part or their part. You had to go through different executive teams in order to, make sure that, it was the right pairing for Topanga Scents, but also for Howie Mandel and his, brand that he has. And so to kind of go through that process and realize they were still, wanting to promote was very exciting and very humbling. It was like, okay, it was very reassuring, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
Okay, this is something great that we have and can be not something that we intentionally set out to do, but I think the timing of it was perfect, especially with the rebranding that we had going on at the time. All really worked out. And so we're really excited to have that relationship, with him and the marketing firm for the next year.
That's so cool. And what a story of, something to look back on. Like, who would have ever dreamed 6 or 7 years ago when you guys were getting started that one day we're going to be partnering with Howie Mandel?
No.
Right.
And your brand is going to appear in places like Times Square and on TV and big newspaper articles and stuff like that. So good job. This is a very exciting time for Topanga Scents.
It is.
So I want to dig more into this rebranding that you're talking about. What was the inspiration behind the shift to change your packaging and your overall look? And how did that transformation take place?
Well, that was a process. It actually started with a detergent bottle issue that we were having. They were what we call paneling, which means the sides were kind of sinking in. And that was just due to a natural reaction of cooling and oxygen absorption, as Seth likes to say.
Also, more science.
Yeah.
And so we were beginning to look at other options that we could have because it just, wasn't working.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, our marketing department was working on new product pictures, as they do frequently. But whenever they had like all the products in one picture, Seth just really looked at that. And he realized as a whole, that wasn't really the brand or image
Mhm.
wanted represented whenever he first created them. So, when we first started, we had 2 or 3 scents, and
Yeah.
we have around 18 cents. And so it
18, wow. I didn't even realize that, and I sell it.
add up all the seasonal and
Wow.
our newly sets we released over the last few months. So when you looked at them individually, they all looked fine. But whenever you put them all together as a whole,
Mhm.
it just didn't have that elevated luxury look that we were really wanting our brand to portray. Our design team liked using the words visually quieter. And if you
Oh, yeah.
luxury brands, that's kind of what they're
Mm.
doing. So that really kicked off a whole label design project, which then led to relooking at every product that we had, including the bottles, the lids, the labels, what was on the labels, what wasn't on the. So into a more concise scent description that we wanted to do and have on each of the products. Also adding the product benefits as well as our website. Our
Erin, this is like what you call when you give a mouse a cookie.
yes.
One thing leads to another, and suddenly you've redone everything.
Oh
I
yeah.
love it.
Oh yeah. The website had been on our list of things to do for probably about 2 years.
Mhm.
Probably like in the midst of us talking about website stuff. So it was already on the list and kind of in the works. But by doing the rebranding, it really just helped elevate the whole shopping experience as well. And Seth and, like I said, the design team, they had a specific vision that they had in mind. But like you said, it was a process. And we began this process really fully in February of this year.
Wow.
We had till about the end of June that we really wanted to pull it off. And that was because we had our convention that we do every year. It was the end of June. And we really wanted to be able to present this to our distributors and those that were in attendance and kind of surprise them at the end of June. So it was a very stressful couple of months. But because it wasn't just about figuring out how we wanted it to look, we also had to order the supplies. That led to we had to order a whole new labeling machine that needed to
Wow.
label all of these bottles. So was that going to get set up in time? We have a warehouse that's limited on space. So where are we going to put everything? Because we were also launching a whole new kitchen line as well. And so it was a very stressful, long days, sleepless nights. But our staff, there's not many of us, but they can definitely pull off some really
Yeah.
great, incredible things. And it was completely worth it to see the excitement and surprise that our distributors had at convention. I think we shocked them. I think we pulled it off. And so that was worth it for us.
Yeah, I'm gonna echo Julie. It is like changing a light fixture in your house, and then like all of a sudden you've got to do the painting and the carpet and the countertops and all the things. Because I'm just thinking all the things that are affected when you're a business owner and you change something like that. But I love how you all kept that mission and value and brand in mind because you needed to make the change because of something going on with the bottles, and you were like, hey, let's do this and make it match who we are and what we're doing. I think that is incredible. But always a journey when you're an entrepreneur, right?
Hey, have you ever wished your laundry scent would last longer than it takes to fold and put away your laundry? I want to tell you about my new favorite laundry find, Topanga Scents. Besides having long lasting and amazing scents, I also love that their products don't contain dyes, fillers, or harmful chemicals. And did I mention that their laundry products smell so good? People have actually asked me what perfume I'm wearing. The toughest part is choosing a scent because they're all so amazing. If you're looking to add a little luxury to your laundry day, you have to try Topanga Scents. I've put the link to learn more in the show notes for you.
It is incredible. And I want us to switch gears a little bit because some people out there are a little skeptical about MLM. And I would say I was until I got involved with your company. And I can't say enough great things about Topanga Sense. But I would love to talk a little bit about that MLM structure and, why you guys picked that, but also how it's impacted so many people and been such a blessing and seeing people's lives transformed by it. I mean, for one, I've got a really good side income that I get from doing this as another piece of my income, and I enjoy it too. It's fun. But tell us a little bit about that, about people transforming their lives through the business opportunity.
Yes. Well, the distributors and their stories are really what keeps me going
Yeah.
and helps, helped with that decision for Seth and I. We do enjoy having that positive impact on people's lives. And we do. I love the fact that anybody can benefit from this business. So that's something that, really played a part in it. We didn't necessarily, have to have a physical location in order to benefit from selling these products. But for me, it's not just about the products and it's not just about financially how it can help people. It's about, I love getting to see people online, whether that's on Facebook or on Zoom meetings, but especially in person. We try to do in person events. That really helps me realize that this is my purpose that I have, not just for my life, but, for my career. And so hearing how laundry detergent has made a positive impact on their lives and it's helped them gain confidence.
Hmm.
It's helped them meet new people. There's so many people that I would never know or have met without Topanga Scents. And I love that. Even knowing Melissa, we may not have had this, stronger relationship and connection if it wasn't for Topanga Scents. And there's
Yes.
that I feel that way for. But it's also helped them elevate their standards and their goals that they have for their lives and also their families' lives. And I just think that that's a blessing. And I feel like this business is more than just selling products. I feel like it's about building people up. And I know for me, my prayer for me and the company is just to have a positive impact on people. And, I've really tried to dig down into that here lately. And I feel like I want to have a positive impact, whether that's just for a moment in somebody's life, or maybe that's for a season in somebody's life,
Hmm.
or it's for their lifetime. Eventually, I would love for it to be, generationally impact.
Yeah.
So that is something that is very important to me, and that I love being a part of Topanga Scents and it to have like a bring up happy memories for people. And I think Scent can definitely do that. So I love to be a part of something that can bring joy into people's everyday lives.
We love that idea of building community, Erin. And one of the things that we love to talk about here a lot. So, this is a special just part of the business that probably you didn't even see that was going to happen when you very first started.
Yeah.
So, I love that there are things that come about if we just say yes to the opportunity and get going. So, thanks for sharing that. And now I want to put you on the spot. Let's switch gears a little bit and talk about
She loves to
you.
talk about herself.
I'm sure.
And I'm
I
like
understand.
winking and laughing. Yeah. Erin's so humble.
Oh, so Erin, how have you grown as a leader through all this? I mean, like I said, you're the co-CEO and you have to make a lot of decisions and be in charge of a lot of people. So how have you grown as a leader through this and leading the company through a rapid growth and through COVID during times that you're like, I don't know what we're doing or how we're doing this, and a rebrand and then transitioning the big changes in the company. It's just all must have been a really big learning experience too.
Yes, it has. And I think it's a never ending process. I think, being open to just to change and to, having somebody that you can listen to or having the right people around you. I think having the team that is around me is vital. They are so important to our company. But yeah, I love reading books and listening to podcasts and keeping myself fed in those ways and just know that I don't know everything and that's okay to not know everything. But every situation I can learn and grow from. So that's always just me trying to do better. Having the right people around you is key. And, I just think that that continues to help our business move forward, having the trust in your team. And, we have many that work with us in the home office, but we have quite a few that work remotely and are in different states. And so we've got to keep that communication open. And, we're not perfect. We're learning. Some of this is a new experience with us with having, people at different locations. But what I do know is that we all love Topanga Scents and we do want to have a positive, impact and we want to be a positive representative of our company. And so that just really helps me keep going and just knowing that I have great people around me and I can definitely come listen to a podcast like Brave Looks Good on You to inspire me and motivated and going.
Well, we appreciate that you have always been a supporter and a fan. And I can say with 100% personal experience, having worked for you, what a great leader you are. And I've watched you grow too through the whole process. But I did work for you guys for a couple of years, which is crazy. And then also sell it. And I've been a distributor now for like 4.5 years, thanks to Erin's gentle coaxing to tell me I could do this. And I really have enjoyed it. So I have personally been impacted by the company and by you and just watched you grow, like I said, in leadership and just your personal growth journey. So, what is one of the most unexpected things that you've learned as a leader?
Oh, well, like I said, I don't know everything, but I do feel like when you go through problems and struggles and, issues that come up, I think that there's just a good lesson that can be learned through everything. And so you just kind of have to look for it. And so I think just keeping that in mind and knowing that and feeding yourself the positivity,
Mhm.
feeding yourself, feeding your mind can definitely help because no matter the situation, it's going to pass. You're going to go through
Go
it.
through. Yeah.
But sometimes I feel like in this industry and in this business, there's a lot of, people and distributors and customers involved. And so just knowing that sometimes people just want to be listened to, they just want to be heard and know that you care about them. So that's something I'm always try to strive to do better is just to listen and know that we care. And one of our core values at Topanga Scents is integrity. And so I feel like if you can stay true to that, then it's just going to turn out how it's supposed to.
That's good, Erin. I think we could all use that advice. And really,
Yeah.
when we're dealing with people, and we all are, the communication is so important. So thank you for that
Mhm.
reminder and to just check in with people because a lot of times, as you said, people just want to be heard. So, what is next for Topanga Scents? What are the amazing and exciting things on the horizon?
Well, we have a few things actually. We're always looking to grow our community. So that's always something that we are striving to do better at. We're always looking to add to our product line. We're always looking to elevate the scents that we have offered in each of our products. But we have some really fun and exciting things coming up for the holiday season. So I think that our distributors and our customers can get really excited about seeing the new things that we have coming up this holiday season. So the next few months for Topanga Scents is always fun.
Yes. And we love the tease here because, like, I know good things are coming and y'all do manage to pull off some really great surprises to distributors and your customer base. So if you guys have never checked this out, the Topanga Scents line, when I tell you, you will smell amazing. The products are incredible. They have none of the bad things we don't want on our body. And so that's huge. I think a lot of us are very interested in that. But then also just the scent lasts. And I think to me, that's y'all's hallmark of the product themselves. But now there's like goat's milk product and then the detergent and the fabric spray and the cleaner and the kitchen line now. And I just used the floor cleaner like last week on my floor and I love it. So I'm excited about the new launches and I hope you guys will check that out. And we'll link all that in the show notes so you guys can find a way to the site and just check it out and just see what it's about. But I recommend maybe grabbing one of the travel packs and you can get a sense of the scents and find out, which one you might like because they're all very different. Definitely.
Yeah. I want to comment about how long the scent lasts. One example I have is one time I had a bunch of tablecloths to wash. I did it in my Topanga Scents. I can't remember what scent I used, but it doesn't matter. It was great. I folded them, all the tablecloths, and put them in a Rubbermaid tub because I just needed to put them away. And about 6 months later, I got them back out for another event. And I am telling you, the scent, as soon as I opened the lid, I was like, this smells incredible. And I was blown away. I texted Melissa right then. I was like, testimonial. These have been in a box for 6 months and they still smell so fresh. And just like they smelled when I put them away. So
we need that testimonial.
Yeah, that's a good one. So, Erin, one of the things we always like to ask our guest about is to tell us a time when you had to be really brave in your business.
Okay, so there have been many times when I feel like we've had to be brave, especially over this past year.
Yeah.
Probably the most brave thing that we've had to do here recently is when we realized that we needed to update our compensation plan. So we needed to do that for the sustainability and the future of our company. We know change isn't easy and it's not an easy process. and people don't like being changed. So we knew that this was going to be an adjustment, especially for those that have been a part of our company over the last few years, but we knew it was vital for our company to be able to do that. That was a year and a half process that we had to go through and do before we even presented it this past year. And so, we know it was for the best for not just the company, but also the distributors to be able to continue to grow over the next, 5, 10, 20 years.
Well, Erin, it has been such a joy catching up with you today and hearing about Topanga Scents' growth and how you've grown as a leader. And it's just been so inspiring to watch. And we always feel like we're having coffee with you. So
Yes.
thank you for coming and hanging out with us again. We'll be watching and waiting to see what's next. And we're going to be looking out for Howie. And I can't wait to see how he talks
I
about
can't
Topanga
either.
Scents.
Yeah, you'll have to go check the commercial. It is out now, so you can definitely go see what he says about it.
And I think I mentioned this earlier, but I'm going to say it again. If you've not ever checked out Topanga Scents, do it. Like, don't wait any longer. I'm telling you, I cannot explain how amazing the products are. Never in a million years, 5 years ago, would I have said I would have been involved in an MLM company, but this is the one. If I was going to do it, it was only Topanga Scents. You guys are intentional for the products to be good for us, the things we don't want in them, but also just a top tier product that delivers on all the things. Let's do this real quick because this is fun. Okay, let's tell our favorite scent. And I know, Erin, yours changes because, like you said, there's 18. So for me, the cleaning product, I'm loving the Valley, which is like a lemongrass scent.
Mhm.
So good and so clean. Julie, you need to get the kitchen line, just FYI. It's really good.
Yeah, I haven't tried that one yet. And I love the Wilshire. That one is so good. And I love it in the fabric spray and the laundry detergent.
Paradise Cove is our top seller, and it has been, one of my all-time favorites, and it's one I always go back to. Then when we launched Laguna, I was like, I love Laguna.
Yeah.
And then Laurel Canyon is on the rise, coming to be one of our top sellers. But I will say that our brand new scent, Beverly Hills, I'm obsessed with in the whole process of getting this formula corrected and all the different products over the
Yeah.
few months that we've been working on this. That has definitely been an obsession of mine. So take your pick.
Erin, I'm going to interrupt you because when you talked about this is not even on our notes of things we're going to talk about, but we have to bring it up. So Beverly Hills, it's like inspired by a scent that is extremely expensive. And so one of the things for me, because I, was watching all this get released like everybody else, and it's blowing up. Like, I sold several of the products in the store when people smelled it. So is there anything you can say about Beverly Hills specifically?
Oh, it's a great overall scent in every single product that we've tested it in. And it's not just women, it's men that are going crazy over it. And it is just one that I feel like with this whole rebranding and wanting to really elevate our brands and our products and our scents, this was a great way to do that as well this past year. And so that's what we're really looking into is, not just always expanding our scent line, but how to elevate our scents as well. And Beverly Hills definitely does that.
All right. Add to cart.
Yep, that's right.
Speaking of, what's the easiest way for people to find your products and how can they get those in their hands?
Well, they can go online on our website at any time, just topangascents.com. We are on all the socials. We're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest. Definitely can find us on any of those places.
Well, thank you, Erin, for taking time out of your very busy day. I know you wear a lot of hats over there, from going out in the warehouse and working sometimes to, she definitely is the kind of CEO that pushes up her sleeves and gets to work. So thank you for that. And just letting us know kind of what's going on behind the doors there at Topanga Scents and all the fun things happening. And y'all go check it out. It's all linked in the show notes. I want you to see what it's all about, but also just watching Erin as a leader. It's very inspiring. So thanks for tuning in. And you guys know, I'm going to say it, that brave looks good on you.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Thank y'all.
I'm trying to think if I just said that I was recording myself and it was throwing me off.
Oh,
okay, hold on. So
I
I was doing my B-roll.
Melissa, what are you doing?
Okay, hold on. Let me wrap it up better.